Let's see how this bad boy flies. Hello everyone, welcome to Go Man Go. I'm Chris, and today we are going to review the Innova Sidewinder. Now I gotta make a disclaimer where I'm at today. They are working on the soccer field, so there's tractors, there's weed eaters going off. The bugs are singing to us, and got some traffic on the highway behind me. But this was the best area I could get to today. It's also getting hot and humid really quick, even though it's in the morning, and so I want to get rolling with this. So as I said, we're doing the Innova Sidewinder. It's one of my favorite discs. Mainly, one thing is I like the way it feels with that star plastic. It just feels good in my hand. And the numbers, I love these numbers. A 9, a 5, a -3, and a 1. So it's a 9 on the speed, a 5 on the loft, -3 on the turn to the right, and 1 on the fade to the left. That's if I'm throwing a backhand, a right-handed backhand. And that works out great for me when I'm in situations where it might be a little narrow. All right, and I'm not always good at putting enough anhyzer on a disc or trying to get a disc to go really straight for me. I'm still trying to develop that. So this one works out great because it'll go to the right some, then come back and almost land straight from where I threw it, you know, on from one spot to another. Now that's if I throw it right. One thing I'm discovering, if I do release it just a little early, it seems to go straight, but it's going to fade a little harder to the left there. So this is, again, star plastic. Gets you a look at kind of the dominess there. It's got a decent dome to it, I guess you'd say. You can see the bead there. But I've only thrown the star plastic version of the Sidewinder. Would like to try a G Star or maybe even a Champion just to see how those fly. But let me go ahead and throw some so you can see how it moves. All right, so it took me a few throws to get it the way that I wanted to show you, especially on that last one I just did right there. You could see how it moved to the right, then faded back to the left. Got pretty good distance on that, really, for me. I threw one, too, back towards the camera, so you can see how it moves through the air. Got up on it a little bit, but if it shows up on the camera coming towards you, you can see how it at least moves. Maybe a little bit more loft than you want on this disc. Seems like for this one, the disc flies better for me if I try not to put too much loft on it. Try to, not necessarily straight out of my hand, but I don't want it really low, I don't want it really high. Because if I go too high, it seems to fade a lot harder, a lot quicker to the left. All right, well, hopefully you got a good idea of how the disc moves. Like I said, this is one of my favorite discs. I always have one in my bag. Probably gonna get me at least one more, maybe of a different plastic, but I would definitely want to have another one in case I lose one. I still have another one to use. All right, well, thank you for joining us for this quick review of the Innova Sidewinder. I encourage you, if you're just past beginner, this would probably be a good distance driver for you to go get one and throw it around and see what it's like for you. So I have one last thing to say. Well, two last things to say: like and subscribe, and also go man go, get out and throw. That actually was a beauty.